No. It's the doohickey on the thingamajig, and you roll it backwards.
No, it's not that button. It's a thingy to the left. You just no.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
Karen's brother's here for Christmas. Uncle Robert. Wait. What?
Cut.
No, keep rolling.
Sorry.
So my brother's visiting, and it's great. He comes for Christmas. And
Uncle Robert. It is great to have him.
yeah, he's fun. Yeah,
he's fun.
I like that. Yeah, it's really fun. The kids
And-
like him,
yeah.
and
He's a good uncle.
yeah, and he does that thing sometimes.
He does a lot of things.
It's hilarious, you know, but it's really confusing though, because sometimes he's got this vagueness, and I don't understand what he's trying to say.
You got these at that that guy you got from that
Yeah, I
guy,
got
right?
that-
Because that girl,
yeah,
was,
that
then
place.
they sold it to the other person, but then they had to leave, so the
The
dog came.
dog, and then,
Right.
and then at that place.
It's my favorite thing.
I don't get it.
And it's getting worse. I don't know. He might have to go to the doctor or something. But he's,
When you talk
You know
about
what?
that thing
you know, that thing that he's talking about, and then he would stop, and then he,
with
and
those
then that,
people,
yeah, and that person would come over, and I couldn't understand anything he said, but it was always that thing that got brought up, and he would try to finish the sentence, but it was like, no, you know.
Oh, there's that toast with that thing.
Toast with
I
this.
passed the guy with the toast, that thing over there, and then the girl that sat down, but then they took that thing with that place. Yeah.
and then after that person was talking about the same thing.
I know that person.
Yeah.
It's so confusing.
Yeah. That was funny though.
But it's getting worse.
Tops glisten,
Somehow.
and the children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. The snow said I'm dreaming of.
So, Robert's staying for the holiday. It's always pretty interesting. Get off your phone when he stays.
But he does that weird thing where like he can't really talk properly or something. Like
Yeah, it's like he does
it's like
that
when
thing.
that guy came the other day, and
Yeah.
and he was trying to tell the story, but he couldn't, and it just didn't make any sense. Mom and Dad start doing it too, and they've been complaining about it. But whenever they complain about it, they start doing it as well. Like
I know.
Mom will be like, oh yeah, whatever, and then Dad will butt in and he'll be like, oh, da. But they just
Yeah,
don't.
yeah.
Their
It's
stories
just-
don't
it-
connect.
I know. It was like that other day when like that thing happened, and then Robert was like, "You guys, look at this thing. It's like it's so funny. I blah 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 blah." And then Mom cuts
That
in.
was
She's
pretty
like,
funny, though.
and she's like, "Oh, but this thing happened, and then it's like that thing, and it smells like that other thing." And then it was just like a whole bundle of.
Wait.
Start. What?
Wait.
What?
Wait, what? Okay, so, I don't live on the West Coast, and I come here every Christmas, pretty well every Christmas. It damn well seems like every Christmas. Fly myself out here no matter what, and, I make this huge effort to come to Bowen Island, and sometimes it's not just one ferry, sometimes it's 2 or 3 or 4. And, I get here, I'm not always like together completely 100%, right? It's like maybe I'm dealing with something and, there's a little bit of stress, something going on in my life, And then I've got these nieces of mine that are just like, they're really cool, but man, they expect so much. I'm like a clown. I gotta be performing all the time. And sometimes, I start to tell stories about things, and I don't think they're really listening, so I just kind of... And then other times, there's this thing about chocolate. It's almost as if, like, this is like chocolate mecca, okay? I don't care. And you know, honestly, I don't even like chocolate. Oh, even talking about it makes me sick. In fact, what I have to do, I have to call it broccoli. Just to like, you know, so I can stomach it. And then the thing about these people, you know, they live on island, right? That's what it's called. When they live here, when they're here, it's called on island. And if they ever like take the ferry, you know, that 15-minute ferry ride across to like the mainland, it's called off island, right? They don't seem to realize there's this huge world out there. In fact, they don't even know what's really going on with the rest of our family. I mean, they don't realize the trouble that our brother's in. I mean, he's involved in some major, like, I don't know what it is, espionage, international spying, like trades happening. In airports and weird situations with his partner, and they're running from the police. And there's this woman involved, you know, who says she's my wife, and I'm never really sure. She has this funny accent, you know. I don't know what's going on with her, but anyway.
What? Oh no!
I'll tell you, sometimes it's just so much work.
With every Christmas card I write, may your days, may your days, may your days be merry and bright.
No, just keep
And
looking.
they all
I've always wanted one of these things. From that, did you get this at that place? Or, you go to that place, right, with that guy?
We should bring it up with him.
Yeah.
It's
Or send them somewhere.
Wait, what?
Oh boy, do you believe what Rose did, that way that she did that thing with Arya, and then Pete came in and said that stuff about what Karen said about that guy who came down and bought that thing, remember?
Right.
Oh, do you believe
Yeah.
it? They do that every time.
Kind of shocking.
Oh, so glad to get off island now, you know. Hope they don't do it when I go back, because they always do that thing, you know, when that guy comes in and says something, and the next thing you know, that thing happens with that stuff, and they look at me like I have something to do with it.
Oh, yeah. You
But maybe I do. I don't know. I'm kind of like, you know, strange people being there. It's this whole thing about being on an island, you know.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Oh, they
probably
act that
island
funny. They
living.
say that thing. They
Yeah.
always say that thing.
Yeah.
Always. They do that thing. And then they ask me about why did you do that? And I'm like, I don't know. That guy came in and asked that girl about that because he moved with the dog and remember?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy, huh? But you know, it's usually a lot of fun, and then we you know, have some dinner and watch a movie. But I sure hope that Rose doesn't do that thing again, you know, that stuff.
Yeah. You don't know how to react.
No, I don't. It's so
Yeah.
bizarre, that thing. Suddenly it does it and then it stops. But then, you know, here we go. Back and forth and, you know, up and down, and here we go.
These fairies are new, aren't they?
your Christmases be